Hi, my name is Steve Alkenar, and today I want to give a review on the new Fast Powersports F16 Factory Edition. And I'm not a pro rider, but I do ride very aggressively. I'm a very avid buoy rider. Love the sport. I've had an opportunity to ride pretty much all the skis that compete with this. In fact, as far as on the Commander side, which is what I used to own, I've probably ridden, 17, 18 different Commander GP1s. I've ridden the F16, of course, which now that I have purchased, and then I've ridden a GP1R, which is also Fast Powersports. On the Commanders, I've ridden stock modified, I've ridden the new Pro Force, I've ridden the Bullet. Anyway, so I've ridden a lot of the skis, have a great feel for them, and of course at my age and my level, the ski can really help you perform better, help you ride better, help you enjoy the sport better. So again, I want to mention that I'm not sponsored, I'm not being paid, I'm just doing this for the love of the sport. So let's go ahead and take a look at the F16 and some of the things that make it special. When you get to the front of this ski, it has a very specific bumper that is very functional beyond actually being a bumper. It's designed to go with the style in the front of the ski, and it has to do with the overall handleability of the ski. You'll also know it has a very large, massive wing system on it, and then you'll also notice that compared to the other skis, the nose is actually very flat. In other words, it's not really pointy. It comes up first and then back. All of this has a function. In jet ski racing, rough water, skis have a tendency to sub, which is a very negative thing. This ski, with the design of the bumper, the nose, the wing, the whole combination, this ski is literally, I wouldn't say impossible, but it is very, very difficult to sub, which is actually a very good thing. The next thing you're going to notice is that as you go back on the ski, you'll notice there is no hood cover that comes down way down here and then back. The reason they did that is they wanted to make this all one big piece. It helps with the structure of the ski, the rigidity, the overall handling and consistency of the ski is much better. And then a side effect to that is with just this little lid up here, they redesigned the seal area. So this is by far the driest ski that I've ever owned. Literally, you can go ride this thing aggressive and come back and there's no water in it. So that's also a part of this design. But again, very functional, and it does affect the handling and the performance in a very positive way. So with the lid off, as you can see, it's just the top part of the ski. And then one of the things that's cool about this ski is the engine bay area, the upper part of the ski is so much larger and more volume that you actually have a ton of room all around. Makes it really easy to work on. You'll notice that the bond lines are all fiberglassed and recoated. Very, very sanitary installation with lots of room. Makes it very easy to work on. Then the next major area comparatively to the GP1R, the GP1s, is this cockpit area. It has been completely redesigned. You'll notice that it's got a very steep rake down. Now you can see water sitting in there, but the tray has been lowered and angled. So the front of the tray is lower. It's a little bit bigger, wider. The tray area, of course, the sides roll out. They're very round. The back transitions down round. The front of the tray has got a pretty good angle on it, and everything has been rounded and smooth. So the big thing this does is it gives you plenty of room to move around. I have huge feet. It gives me more room for my feet to find the right position. But more importantly, when you're riding aggressively, going around buoys, you have the whole cockpit area is much more user-friendly and large, so you're not whacking your knees on stuff. You're not rubbing your legs raw on the sharp edges. So this full interior tray has been redesigned and assists with the handling, the performance, and the easeability to ride this thing. The next thing you'll notice, we have quite a bit of venting in the back of the lid. We have venting in the front of the lid. both sides. We also have on the factory edition this additional high velocity vent here. The factory editions are built only by Dustin. He builds them himself, he tests them, he fine-tunes them to make sure they're consistent with the performance and the ride and the feel that he likes. And then one addition to that is if you pick this ski up from him in Arizona, he will actually go to the water with you, ride the ski, and then if you have different riding style, different preferences, he will help fine-tune that ski for you. So that's one of the great advantages of the factory edition. Of course, you can order the ski in any colors you want, bottoms, tops, the graphics, numbers, colors, all that is completely designable for you. So what a great ski. Really cool part that I really like about this ski a lot. Of course, I'm an older guy. I'm a very, very aggressive rider, but I'm not a pro. You know, my fitness is great for my age, but one of the things I notice when I'm out riding with the boys and the younger guys and riding buoys, I get tired pretty fast. So as I get tired, of course, my ability to go fast slows down quick. But what I really like about this ski is very neutral handling. It pretty much goes where you put it, and it's very neutral. So it doesn't like oversteer, understeer. It just goes right where you put it. It's very, very stable for a very aggressive ski. One of the things I noticed when I rode it was I thought I was riding a modified ski the first time because it carries the speed and the turns and hooks up so well and accelerates so hard and fast. I thought I was riding a modified or, you know, high horsepower ski. So somehow he's figured out with pump angles, I don't know, whatever it is they all do to these things to really make this thing efficient with just the tune and the prop and all that. This ski is freaking phenomenal to ride. It's easy to ride. It's very consistent, doesn't tire you out. It's just a great ski. And out of all the skis I've ridden, I would say, and I'm not joking, I would say this ski is 15% better than the GP1R, which was probably my second favorite. And then the rest of them are further than that. I would say 20, 25, maybe 28%, maybe 30, I don't know, significantly different. Everybody that rides a ski loves it. And I have a feeling you're gonna see a lot of these out there over this next year as they're able to keep up with demand. I hope this video helps you see some of the differences in this new Fast Powersports F16. From a guy that needs every advantage, this ski is faster, easier to ride, and it amplifies whatever skill level you're at. And even though it is a very serious race weapon, about anyone will ramp up their fun factor. This ski helps you ride at a higher level, and it almost feels like you're cheating.